The ability to discern spiritual influences in our lives is crucial for maintaining spiritual well-being. These 7 signs will help you recognize and protect yourself from negative spiritual influences that may be working through people in your life. Stay with this guidance until the end, as understanding all 7 signs together provides the complete wisdom needed for spiritual protection. First sign: the pattern of provocation. When someone consistently attempts to provoke you to anger and wrath, this may indicate a deeper spiritual issue at work. Proverbs 15:1 teaches us that a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. These individuals seem to have an uncanny ability to target your emotional triggers, often attempting to make you lose your peace and self-control. This isn't merely about disagreements or normal conflicts. It's about a persistent pattern of provocation that seems calculated to make you lose your spiritual composure. The scripture guides us in Ephesians 4:26-27. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and give no opportunity to the devil. This behavior often escalates until you react negatively, at which point they may even claim victimhood. Second sign: spiritual energy depletion. A more subtle but equally dangerous sign manifests as consistent energy depletion after interactions. Scripture warns us in 1 Peter 5:8, "Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary the devil prowls around like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour." These individuals often leave you feeling inexplicably drained after spending time with them, even in seemingly positive interactions. The depletion goes beyond normal social fatigue. It affects your spiritual vitality, your peace of mind, and your ability to focus on your divine purpose. This spiritual energy vampirism often occurs through constant drama, neediness, or chaos that surrounds these individuals, requiring continuous emotional and spiritual investment from you. Third sign: attacking your divine connection. Perhaps the most dangerous sign is when someone consistently attempts to disrupt your relationship with God. Romans 8:38-39 reminds us that nothing can separate us from God's love, but these individuals often try to plant seeds of doubt about your faith, your calling, or God's goodness. They might subtly question your beliefs, mock your devotion, or try to draw you away from spiritual practices. This manipulation often comes disguised as intellectual discussion, concern for your well-being, or alternative spiritual paths that seem appealing but lead away from truth. Fourth sign: opposition to spiritual progress. Watch for those who become noticeably uncomfortable or hostile when you make spiritual or personal progress. James 3:16 warns, "For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice." These individuals often masquerade as friends or advisors, but become increasingly negative as you grow spiritually. They might try to discourage your growth through subtle criticism, practical advice against spiritual pursuits, or attempts to pull you back into old patterns of behavior you've overcome. Fifth sign: ignoring divine warnings. The Lord often provides warnings about such individuals through various channels. Psalm 32:8 assures us, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you." These warnings might come through unease in prayer, counsel from spiritual mentors, or a consistent check in your spirit when dealing with certain people. Pay attention when multiple warning signs align, especially if trusted spiritual advisors independently express similar concerns. Sixth sign: the temporary nature of their presence. Those sent as spiritual opposers often display a pattern of temporary but intense involvement in people's lives. 1 John 2:17 reminds us, "And the world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever." These individuals might suddenly appear in your life during crucial spiritual moments or times of transition, create significant chaos or disruption, and then disappear just as suddenly when their negative influence has taken effect. They often leave a wake of confusion, broken relationships, or spiritual doubt behind them. Seventh sign: hidden agendas and false light. Perhaps the most deceptive sign comes from those who present themselves as particularly spiritual or righteous while harboring hidden motives. 2 Corinthians 11:14-15 warns that Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. These individuals often use spiritual language, display public piety, and might even serve in spiritual leadership roles, while their private actions and true influence lead others away from authentic faith. They're skilled at appearing as sources of light while actually creating spiritual darkness. Protection through spiritual awareness. Understanding these signs requires developing and maintaining spiritual discernment. Ephesians 6, 12 teaches us to put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. This spiritual armor includes regular prayer, scripture study, and maintaining strong connections with authentic spiritual community. The path forward involves cultivating deep spiritual discernment through consistent spiritual practices. Regular prayer and meditation on scripture build spiritual sensitivity. Strong spiritual communities provide support and additional discernment. Practicing boundaries in relationships helps maintain spiritual health. Most importantly, staying grounded in biblical truth provides a foundation for recognizing deception. Remember James 4:7, "Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." This promise provides both the method and the outcome of dealing with negative spiritual influences. First, submit to God, then resist the adversary, and victory is assured. By understanding and watching for these 7 signs, while maintaining strong spiritual practices, you can protect yourself and others from negative spiritual influences working through people in your life.